Hello all and welcome to Duplicate Success International Monday Night Webinar. Today is Monday, August 1st. My name is Randy Crebs, Executive Goal Director from Salt Lake City, Utah. I have the distinct honor of introducing the host of tonight's webinar. He is a very well-respected business leader and mentor in this industry. You'll definitely want to have your pen and paper out, sitting up, paying attention, and taking notes as you learn how this industry expert continues to build his business successfully. He has achieved the rank of Emerald Director within our company. He is the co-founder of Duplicate Success International. He is an amazing leader, mentor, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call him my son. And also, next slide, a huge congratulations to Jared and Crystal for being the #2 Emerald Directors in the United States last week. Jared, are you on the line?
I am, Dad. Thank you so much for the great introduction. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to tonight's webinar. I'm really excited for the content we're going to be going over. I want to thank you also, Dad, for all your hard work on these recognition slides. We have a lot of things to be excited about, and we have some new systems coming our way that are going to help each and every one of you to succeed, to duplicate in your business, and to get that multiplication and that leverage is the reason you started your USANA business in the first place. So I'm really excited about the things we have coming. And so I want to go right into the DMO. I want to remind everybody of the DMO. If you do these three things, you are going to be successful in your business. Number one, use the products every day, AM and PM. Very simple. To be a product of the products. Number two, do your 2-2-1 for the day. 2 new prospecting conversations, getting 2 new videos out, 2 follow-ups with prospects that are on the fence, and 1 call to an existing team member or client. Very, very important that you do that, and you do that every single day. And anybody can do that in a few minutes every day, even in between their busy life. Next is 15 minutes of personal development material each day. That's either reading books, audios, or webinars, something to improve your skill set as a USANA business person. If you do the math, if you do that every single day, let's say 5 days a week, over 52 weeks throughout the year, you will have contacted over 500 brand new prospects. You will have done 500 follow-ups. You have listened to hundreds of hours of personal development material, and you'll be a healthier person because you took the products. And that is exactly how this happens. Cinch by cinch, it's an inch by inch, it's a cinch. So that's the DMO, and I want to encourage you that if you have not done your DMO, please do that today. That's even there's time after this webinar. All right, so you might be wondering, well, what do you say when you invite somebody for a prospecting conversation? So here's the script we always say. If I'm calling my friend Joe, hi Joe, how's it going? I wanted to ask you a little favor, but I also wanted to catch up with you first. How have you been? So you visit with Joe using FORM, and that stands for Family, Occupation, Recreation, and then you go into your message. So then the next part is, well, the reason I was reaching out is because the company I'm working with part-time has a 12-minute YouTube video presentation. I need to practice it on someone I trust. Would you be willing to watch it and let me call you afterwards to ask a few quick questions? That's it. I literally have done so much business with this script. It's like insane how much you can do because it's not salesy. People don't feel like you're trying to push them. You're just practicing a video, but sometimes they watch it and they like it. So if you want to follow the exact script from top to bottom, including all the way through to the part where you actually would enroll them as a client or an associate, just go to warm.teamdsi.info and you're going to see this script right here. And it's a step-by-step, script-by-script way to enroll your new person. Okay, so now that we've gone through kind of some of the basics of basic mechanics, now we're going to go into some team recognition. And first of all, I want to recognize the new clients that have started with us in the last week. Welcome, Laura Pena, new client introduced by Crystal and Jared Crebs. And Crystal actually gets all the credit for this one. She is friends with Laura, and they work at MAC Cosmetics in the makeup department. And Crystal introduced Laura through the My Health Pack. And so Laura is now on her own custom pack, and she's going to get it this Thursday. So we'll be calling her and walking her through it all. So welcome, Laura. We're excited to have you on the team. Also, welcome Jacob Dion Borrego, new client introduced by Carlos Gomez. Way to go, Carlos! I know this. I know Jacob is your boss, so it's awesome to see that you're prospecting up and you're bringing new people in the company. Also, welcome Alex Rodriguez, new client introduced by Carlos Gomez. Wow, Carlos, you're lighting up the board this last week. Way to go, my friend. Welcome Frank Gomez, new client introduced by Carlos Gomez. Wow, Carlos, love it, my man. He texted me, thank you. Welcome Melanie Swinson, new client introduced by Melita Sheets. Welcome, Melanie. Awesome. Way to go, Melita in Portland. Okay, so now we're going to go to the team recognition for rank advancements. We actually have a brand new achiever, Ruby Perez out of San Antonio, Texas, made over a $400 check last week in her business. So exciting, Ruby. We're very, very proud of you. You're doing amazing work in the company, and it's just so neat to see you grow as a leader and help so many people in San Antonio. Really, really proud of you, and can't wait to see you help more people and achieve more things with the company. Also, big recognition to Ruby Perez, who was the number 5 top associate sponsor in the company, and that's quite an accomplishment. I mean, we're talking about people all over the United States, including diamonds and emeralds and all the different people, star diamonds, and she still was number 5 in the U.S. So that's a big deal, Ruby. Congratulations. Also, congratulations, Carlos Gomez, top 25 in the United States, preferred customer enroller. You rock, Carlos. Very proud of you, my man. In fact, Dad, could you unmute Carlos? I want to just get a few little tips because I know he's on the webinar right now. He's calling in from a phone number that's 830-399. Are you able to unmute him, Dad?
Hello?
Carlos, welcome to the webinar. Way to go, my friend. I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
So I've been watching you persevere. I've been watching you stay on your auto order. I've been watching you actually lose over 41 pounds on the products. Tell us, what do you feel like has been making you successful? How did you get to be number 25 preferred customer enroller in the company last week?
Really just, not giving up and just being the product of the product. And, people just started coming to you, especially my family started to come to me, because they're seeing what I'm doing. They're seeing me. I'm being healthier. I feel more energetic. I just feel amazing. And so they started coming to me. And so same with Jacob. He sees what I'm doing, and he wants to start taking the stuff too, and take it to another level. And just, learning from from you, from Renee, Megan, Crystal, y'all just amazing people to learn from, and it just builds on me and makes me want to go far and beyond in this business and make it to the top.
Awesome, Carlos. Well, what I hear you saying is being a product of the product is really helping you. And that's the DMO, right? You're taking your products twice a day, but then also you're working out, right? Tell us about your workouts. How many workouts are you doing a week?
I do 4 to 5 workouts a week.
Okay.
And I just make sure I always go to the gym, and I love it. I like going there to the Viper Fitness. It's amazing with Renee and Megan there, and everyone showing up and everyone just encouraging each other. Everyone's there to do business, work out. It's so amazing, and it is awesome, the feeling.
Wow. Well, that's a really, really good thing for everyone to hear. It's not just the USANA products, but it's also working out, eating right, doing all the little things. And of course, you're doing your DMO because you're bringing in new clients. So big congratulations, Carlos. We're very proud of you. And thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your faith in the company and in us. And thank you for being a great, very important part of our team.
Oh, no problem. I'm happy to be with you. It's amazing.
Awesome. All right, bro. Talk to you soon.
All right. Take care.
All right, guys. We got some special announcements now. The U.S. Convention T-shirts are for sale, and they're $5 each. And look how cool they are. They say USANA. They have the U.S. flag. And we're all ordering the United States T-shirts this year. We're not going to have a Team DSI T-shirt. We're going to have a USANA T-shirt, and we're going to be USANA United. Now, we will still have a Team DSI bag that we're about to show you, but please get your shirt. If you're going to convention, you definitely want to have one, because on Wednesday, the whole United States are going to be in the same shirt. So we're going to literally have thousands of people in that shirt, in this shirt. So please call USANA, the number's right there, and get your shirt as soon as possible, because you don't want to run out of the sizes. You can call right now. They're open until 10 p.m. Central. Okay, so now 40% are, oh wow, 40% are sold. Thank you, Dad, for making this slide. Everybody, please get your shirts done. All right, next item of business. We're going to have a Team DSI bag, and look how cool it is. It has our team logo. It can hold all your stuff at convention. It'll go great with your USANA shirt. Now, the way that you order this is you go to teamdsibag.teamdsi.info. I know that's kind of a long link, but just go there, because when you do, you're going to get this bag. It's only $12. It's free shipping. Actually going to ship all the bags to Salt Lake City to my parents' home, and then we will get the bag to you at convention. You have to order it by Thursday at, I think, 10:59 p.m. is the last second you can order them. So please order them this week. Get it done. The reason they need to be ordered by this Thursday is because they have to make the bags and ship them to Utah before convention. So this is a really cool bag, and that way we can show our spirit, our team spirit, and I can't wait to be having my cool USANA shirt and Team DSI bag. And I want to also publicly thank Crystal, my beautiful wife. Crystal, thank you so much for your hard work on this bag. Thank you for figuring out the vendor. Thank you for figuring out the style, for designing it, for making the calls, for just everything you've done to create this cool experience for our team. I love you, baby, and I really appreciate you, and I love working with you. All right, so International Convention private tour for directors and above, Tuesday, August 23rd at 3 p.m. When you hit director status, you're going to be able to have this private tour, and it's going to be awesome. You're going to get to see USANA without having to be with like 300 or 400 or 500 people at once. You're going to get a private tour. So we have several directors in our team, and if you want to be on this tour, please contact me. If you have not hit director yet, well, then it's time to hit director, and you can be on this tour with us. But we want to give that as a special incentive for our directors and above. That's a $600 check in 1 week. I know you can do it if you haven't already. All right, now we have an incentive winner. Actually, 3 winners. I think they're all on the line as well, so I want to have each one of them come on. But we had just completed a 13-week incentive, guys. All right, so for 13 weeks, these individuals, every week, they planned their week. They did their weekly action plan. They posted it on our private Facebook page. They planned their work. They took action. They signed up new people. They made checks. They had advancements. And you got points. So whoever got the most points get cash prizes. So the winners, this is actually week 13. This is the final score. Number 1, Carmen and Byron Olaya. Big congratulations. Renee and Megan Martinez, 61 points, second place. Big congratulations. Luis and Laura Sanchez, third place. Big congratulations. The top 3 get cash prizes. Honorable mention, you see right there, Krista Marquez, Khalid and Barbara Medina, Melita Sheets, Carlos Gomez, and Isaac Zink. I really want to shout out to all of you because, yes, it was about winning cash, but it was more importantly about having the right habits. And for 13 weeks, you developed that right habit of doing your weekly action plan, of taking action every week, of planning out your points. That's what business people do. So that's really what it's about. I mean, a small cash prize is great, but that's, having a consistent business practice is really what it's all about. So I want to really recognize and congratulate these 8 people that stuck it through the whole 13 weeks. Our first place winners is Carmen and Byron Olaya. Congratulations. You're going to get $400 cash at convention. I will be giving you those monies at convention, and that hopefully can pay for some of your room expense or give you some money to buy stuff at the USANA store. But that's awesome, Carmen and Byron. Big congratulations to you. Renee and Megan, you're going to get $250. Very awesome as well. Should be a nice little birthday present for Megan, right, Renee? And then Luis and Laura Sanchez, $150 cash bonus. Big congratulations to you, Luis and Laura. Really impressive as well, Luis and Laura, that you're in your first 6 months of working in the company, and you're one of the winners of our big incentive for this year. So big congratulations to all three. Now I want to actually bring Carmen Olaya on the phone. Dad, Carmen would be calling in from, let me see here, a phone number that starts with 210-378. If she's on, could you please unmute her? That's 210-378. Also, Renee should be on the line. If you could unmute him, he's at 210-344. I'm sorry, 244. 210-244. All right, who do we have on the line?
Carmen needs to unmute herself.
Oh, Carmen, you need to unmute yourself.
Yep, almost.
She's almost there.
Ooh, almost had her. Almost.
Carmen.
Nope, not quite.
Oh, she's close.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
Can you?
Nope.
I can hear you. Are you there, Carmen?
Yes, I'm here.
Perfect. There's a big echo. However, big congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you and Byron. You have put so much work into this. You did so much for our team. I'm so grateful for your commitment, for all the hard work you put in, all the consistency, all the help you did with the Spanish systems as well. Your business is growing, and it's growing in the right direction, and it's growing solid, and it's really a beautiful thing to see. Thank you so much for everything you do for our team, Carmen and Byron. And could you please share something with the team? What helped you take first place over these last 13 weeks? What do you feel like was the biggest reason for your success?
The biggest reason for our success was Byron's motivation to make our business grow, and also your help. You helped us a lot by coaching us and guiding us through the right direction. And Byron just, grab onto that, and I grab onto everything. And we learned. We won this prize, but more than this cash prize, there has been a very long and joyful journey, and it has been quite an experience. So we owe everything to basically the coaching and motivation that you gave us.
Well, thank you, Carmen. I really appreciate it. And you guys did the work. You guys put in the hours, and y'all have really, I think what I'm most happy about is you have a foundation and you're making weekly checks.
That is true. Everything fell into place with this WAP. We learned, and but yes, we need a good teacher to guide us, and you were that person to guide us through the process.
Well, thank you. I received that compliment, and I really look forward to going to convention with you and Byron and your team, the people you're bringing with you, Hector and Gladys. And I cannot wait for the future and all of the great things we're going to continue to create together.
Definitely. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Also would like to bring on Renee and Megan Martinez. Dad, could you please unmute him? He's at area code 210-244.
I don't see him online.
Don't see him. Okay. Let's try Luis and Laura Sanchez.
Okay, number.
210-445.
They are unmuted.
Luis Sanchez, how are you, my friend?
I am doing good. How are you?
Good. Big congratulations on winning the cash prize in your first 6 months with our company. You went against all of the Team DSI associates. You took third place, which is a big accomplishment. Can you share with the team, what do you feel like is helping you lay this successful foundation within your first 6 months?
So that as far as like what we've been doing recently, that's been helping out. I think the WAP actually does help. At first I really I didn't know how to use it properly until you showed me. But once I did it, it allowed me to actually put what I was already thinking on paper and to make it more tangible. Because in your head you think, okay, I'm gonna reach out to 10 people, but who are those 10 people? And the WAP allows you to actually think out, who am I going to talk to in the week, you know? And so it made it a lot easier to actually plan your week, since you're able to actually physically see it. And so that I honestly think that has a lot to do with what's working for me right now. But other than that, just the only thing I could think of so far. So.
All right. Well, Luis, what I hear you saying is that the WAP was the WAP, for those of you who are new, stands for Weekly Action Plan. Planning your week, doing your weekly action plan and posting it on Sundays was really the key, because then you knew what your goals were for that week. You knew what your points were, and you knew everything, and then you could just build from there.
Exactly. Because it's one thing to sort of think your goals and mentally have your goals in mind, but to actually see it on paper, written out, and to think about it while you're writing it, it's a whole different story, you know. And it makes it feel like it's possible, and it allows you to actually think of an action plan instead of just hoping that something would happen, you know.
Yep, totally understand. Well, Luis, I've watched you over these last 6 months basically just lay a foundation in your business and in your life. I mean, you've changed your work schedule so you can get out earlier, so you have more time in the evenings to make calls. You were one of the first people that got their convention passes. You got your flights done. You got your hotel in advance. I mean, everything's laid down so you can go have an amazing time at convention and learn from the best in the company. You continue to be at every event. You're on every conference call. You go to every weekly event. You bought leads. You're calling your leads. You're working through your roadblocks. You're going to personal development. You went with us to Landmark. Your wife Laura is now joining you at that high commitment level because of you, Luis, because of your commitment. And so I'm so proud of you. I love working with you, and I can't wait to see what you're going to accomplish next in the company.
Well, thank you, Jared. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me to hear that from you.
You're welcome, my man. All right. Well, big congratulations on taking third place, and I'll see you this week.
Yep. See you then.
All right. Thanks. So I want to give a big thanks to everybody who participated in the contest, because we just heard from our top three. We talked about our top three, but we had a lot of people who participated. And I really want to give a big shout out again to everybody that went through and did their WAP the whole 13 weeks. That's really the big prize is having that habit. You're going to make a lot more than a little bonus check. You're going to make a huge business by doing that long term. 2 to 5 years of doing your WAP could change your entire life. So a big thank you to everyone who participated. And remember that the weekly action plan is still going on. Keep posting them. We changed the group name to WAP No Matter What. So now in that group, it's called WAP No Matter What, Weekly Action Plan No Matter if there's a contest or not. We're posting our weekly action plan. You saw last night, me and Crystal posted ours. My mom and dad, Randy and Viola, posted theirs. So we want to encourage you to continue to post your WAP. Let's encourage each other, and let's keep this thing going. We'll probably have another incentive coming up, but until we ever do, keep posting your WAPs. Just a friendly reminder, before we get into the training, when you enroll a new client, please add them to the USANA clients page. add them to the group right here, make a post right there, write something nice and welcome them, add their picture. How would you feel if someone made a post and welcomed you if you were a new client from someone? That's exactly how you create loyalty. So please do that. It's very important. And then when you enroll a new associate, please add them to the DSI Facebook group. This is for associates. Same way, add them right here, make a post, and then you're going to introduce them and get them plugged into the business side. Please comment and make the new clients feel welcome. Also, here's a picture of Jacob Montgomery's post. Look at how all the people said welcome. So we want to have you do that. Whenever someone posts somebody that just became a client or associate, please take a second and just put welcome or say hello or edify the person who invited them. Please do that. It's very important that we do that as a team and we all support each other. Also, we have a Facebook group called Hybrid Solutions. It's the USANA family at large. I think there's over 7,000 people on this group. This is not our team. This is a public group, but it's USANA associates. So you add your person there, and then you make a post, and it's for associates only. If you're searching for stories, you can search right here and get a good story at Hybrid Solutions, like if you're looking for a story about asthma or allergies or whatever. Although USANA is not a cure, but you can find stories here. Okay, guys, so we made it to the training segment, and I'm going to take a little 5-second pause so that just for the video training purposes, and then we'll go right into it. Hello, my name is Jared Crebs. I'm pictured here with my wife, Crystal, and our dog, Tasia. We're Emerald Directors, co-founders of Team DSI. And today's training is actually I'm going to take you onto my personal desktop, and I'm going to share with you the first hour checklist. Now, this was inspired by some leaders that we've been studying, my wife and I, and they're called the Pajama Bosses. And I love the name Pajama Bosses. That's such a cool name, right? You get to work from home and you get to be a pajama boss. But basically, what they do is they have a first hour in your business checklist. Now, when you're talking about having a first hour in your business checklist, that just really rang true to me because currently with our team systems, it's kind of like we send someone home, they do all these things, and it takes a while before they actually take action. So I basically took the idea from the Pajama Bosses, and keep in mind that the Pajama Bosses, they're in a company that's very similar to USANA. They're out of Brisbane, Australia. So actually I've Skyped with them personally. But the thing about the Pajama Bosses is they actually earn over $100,000 monthly doing this duplication process, okay? So they make over $30,000 weekly with their business. They have 10 years in the industry. They're basically where we want to be. And their team is huge, and it's all over. I think it's in 10 different countries. So this is it, the first hour in your business checklist. And what I love about it is that you can walk your new associate through this on your own. Now, we're going to make this live by tonight. It's going to be called firsthour.teamdsi.info. But I want to walk you through it, and I want to give you the head start. I want to let you know what these steps are when you're getting your new person started. Because remember, it's all about duplication. So if you know what to do in the first hour of the person you sign up, then when they sign up someone, they're going to say, well, what did I do? Oh, yeah, I did this first hour checklist. So everybody's going to know what to do the first hour. There's no more, and you do it with your associate, your new associate. You sit there with them and do this with them on their first hour. Okay, so the first step one of the first hour checklist is to purchase your startup package. Now, what the Pajama Bosses do is they believe that sign up is the first lesson in the duplication process. Now, what that means is you got to actually take them to your website. Sponsor directs you to their website, walks you through purchasing your package and establishing your auto order for steady residual passive income for you. Sponsor explains the benefits of auto order and how it works. So what does that look like? Let me take you to my website. Okay, let's say that you're my new associate. I'm going to take you to my website. It's called jaredcrystal.usana.com. If you don't have your website set up, make sure you ask your mentor or contact myself, and we can help you. It's very simple to set it up. Now, once you're here at your website, like let's say that my prospect, they're like, I'm ready to sign up. What do I do? Okay, so I'm going to direct them either over the phone or right next to them in person. And I'm going to say, okay, go ahead and click on business opportunity. And so you're actually teaching your person how to line themselves up. Now you need to know default placement, but that's a different issue. I don't want to get too carried away there. My computer's going slow. I think I have too many programs open. Let's see if it's going to work for me. There it is. Okay, so you take them to your website. Do you see this button at the very bottom? It says Enroll Now. So you want business opportunity, Enroll Now. When you do that, that actually takes them to the enrollment page. Now, when you're walking them through, you're going to tell them, okay, click distributor associate, because that's the, to be an associate. Or if they wanted to be a preferred customer, honestly, you probably don't need, you could sign up a preferred customer yourself, but your distributor associate, you want to teach them how to do this. Then they click online enrollment. Now they go ahead and you're telling them, okay, put your first name, put your middle name, put your last name, put your gender, put your birthday, put your language, social security number. I'll say, make your password USANA123 with a capital U, and set it up right now so that I would still encourage them all to be USANA123 so that for that first month I can help them and get into their account if I need to help them. And then put in your email, put in your phone number, put in your address, and then you're doing this with them. You're not just like hanging up the phone. You're actually guiding them through it. Okay, choose business development system. You're going to need that. That's a $30 fee. Then you have these pack options, and you tell them about the packs, and you tell them about the benefits. Or you can make a custom order, and then you just go through the custom order options. Okay, and then you tell them about auto order. You say, look, auto order is how you get residual income. So you need to have this on a 4-week cycle, 100 or 200 points, and you just let's choose 100 points for you right now. We can change it in a month, but that you need to have your auto order set so that you can have residual income. So look right there, you just taught your associate about auto order, like when they're signing up. You just taught them about auto order. You just taught them about residual income. You just taught them how the points work. So then they hit continue. It takes them to the next page. They put in their address. Then they hit continue. It takes them to the payment page. They put in their payment info. They hit buy. You just trained your new associate how to sign someone up by signing themselves up. Now you might say, well, where did they go in my business? I don't know if they went on BC3 or BC2. Doesn't matter, because you can call USANA the next day or the same day and say, move them wherever you want them. So you have 10 days to actually move the associate where it makes sense in your business, okay? So that's step 1 in the duplication process, is teaching them how to do this. Now, let's go back to step 2. So let's say that took 10 minutes, right? You taught them how to sign up. You signed them up. Step 2, now let's sign them up for the Team DSI support systems. So here we are at step 2. You're going to have them text at Team DSI to 81010 and wait for a confirmation text. Then they're going to respond with their full name. Then they're going to register for the Monday webinar, right? Then they're going to commit to the Monday evening training webinars. This is the key to their skill development. Tell them, hey, clear your calendar. Make sure you're on it every Monday night. Then you're going to add them to the Facebook groups, just like we said in our weekly training, and what I just said is add them to your Facebook groups right here. Okay, so step 2, you plugged them in. That took 2 minutes. Now step 3, I have never seen step 3 done so simply and so effectively. Look at this question. Here, I'm going to zoom it in. You see it here, it says step 3, complete your reason why. All right, and here's what it says. What one specific dream would you like to make come true in the next 5 years using your USANA business to achieve it? And then they're going to write, I want to quit my job. I want to replace my job income, et cetera, et cetera. So you want to get that really clear, like not just that they want money, but why? What's that money going to do for them in the next 5 years? Okay. Now, step 4 is to set a short-term goal. What situation in your life would you like to change in the short term? All right, so they might say something like, they want to spend more time with their kids. So they, like, if they have 2 jobs, they want to just go down to 1 job. I don't know what they're going to say, but whatever they say, then you want to connect exactly the plan for them to hit a short-term goal. And that 30-day goal would be to get to builder status, which is a $200 check per week. And you're going to say, okay, let's watch the short compensation plan video right now. And here it's at payplan.teamdsi.info. Now that video is going to be a video we've developed with Michael Callejas. And this is something that when I was in Los Angeles with Crystal on our vacation last month, we actually talked to him about how to explain the comp plan very easily and simple for a new person so it's clear. So this video will be like a maybe 3 to 4 minute video that explains exactly how they're going to get to a builder status, but then how also they're going to get to the $400 a week, the $1,000 a month, etc. Sorry, $1,000 a week, but continue to grow. It's just a beautiful way to explain the comp plan. That's a video that we will be having live here probably within this week. Okay, so we do have the slides that are prepared. We just need to turn it into a video, and that will be ready so that you can show that. Step 5, make a list of your top 20 right now with your sponsor's help. Now here again is where I thought this really floored me, because you're making the list right now with your sponsor's help in the first hour. You're not just sending them home to make a list. Let's do 20 right now. So you basically go on a different piece of paper and you just start working with them. You know, who do you know that's as hardworking as you or more? Who do you know as successful as you or more? Who do you know that's as open-minded as you or more? And get talking to them, you know, get them to put these names down, just 20, so they should be able to do it. Who do you know that is looking for extra income? Who would you like to have in your business the most? Who do you know who has a lot of influence? All right, so you're helping them get their 20. Now, once that list of 20 is done, look at this step. This step really floors me. Let's call 3 of them right now with the sponsor's help. All right, so now you start calling 3 people with them, and it's their first hour. They literally just hit purchase on their pack, and now within the first hour, they're calling 3 people. Now, this is the most important step of the 10 steps, because if you can get them some type of result, either a client enrollment or an associate, or just someone who says, yes, I want to go to the event that's happening next week, or just some type of positivity, what you just did was spark this energy and momentum and excitement in their business. This is when they're most excited. And you're also there to help them overcome if they have a rejection or any objections. You're there on the phone, or you can be on Skype. If your person's long distance, you could be there on Skype watching them and guiding them over Skype or FaceTime now. And the script you use is found here at this link, warm.teamdsi.info. We're probably going to add this script into the first hour, you know, make it like a little supplemental script. All right, so that's step 6, right? Now, step 7 is you're going to invite them to an event within 7 days. So let's say that you just called 3 people, right? So those 3 people are watching videos. Then they're doing a 3-way call after, and all that's, by the way, listed in the WARM script. Now, let's say that you invite them to an event within 7 days. So after your local prospects watch online videos in step 6, invite them to a local event. This can happen at your home, ideally, or it can be an established local event in your area. Momentum is key when you start. Use the invite script found here. So this is the script that you would invite someone to an event with. Now, keep in mind that a lot of times people don't sign up after the first video. So really, if you're having them watch a video on step 6 and then you invite them to an event, like say a few days later on step 7, now you've gotten the multiple exposures necessary to turn that into an associate or a client. All right, so this is why you're doing this. Remember, they haven't even been in the business for an hour yet, and they either have a home event on their calendar, or they're going to a local event and they're inviting people to that, and they're getting the videos out already. Now, step 8 is they register for international convention. This is the most important. As you know, convention is sold out this year. So, I mean, you want to get them registered for 2017 convention like ASAP. And also the next major quarterly event, right? So this is a little time for you to talk to them about attending and promoting events. This is the highest paid skill in network marketing. Your sponsor will explain. So you take a moment and say, look, this is the most important thing you can do, is to go to these events, because you meet the best people in the company, you grab the big vision, and you can say what an event did for you. If you've gone to a major event, tell them what the event did for you. Okay? The more people in your business at events, the more money you're going to make. Your business can multiply and help more people. Okay? Now, this one here says all events, this one here says all events are important, but USANA International Convention is most important, okay? So if you go to one event throughout the year, go to International Convention, that's most important, but all events are important. So this is an action step. With your sponsor, call USANA at this number, apply your vouchers if you have any, and get your convention ticket, all right? So that's really important that you do that. Also register for the next major quarterly event ASAP and plan on bringing people with you, all right? So if, like for us, it's International Conventions right around the corner. And if you're watching this and you don't have your convention ticket yet, it is sold out, but people are still selling tickets on Facebook because maybe they bought too many extra, they have some left over. I even have one ticket right now that's available for sale. So if you want to go, contact me, contact my parents, talk to your USANA leaders, and find a ticket because you can still go. This is the most important event of the year. Okay, so that's step 8. And again, this is really foundational stuff you're doing with your new associate in their first hour. You're telling them how important this is. Okay, now step 9. Step 9 is probably, to me, probably the second. I don't want to call it second most important. They're all important, but this is really a key to duplication, is educating their expectations and making a long-term commitment. This is where I think the pajama bosses really hit it right on the head. They call it the vaccination script. And basically it's a script that says, look, you're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have days where you want to feel like you want to quit. But please stick this through. If you want to get to a long-term income, you have to commit this to 2 to 5 years and you have to work it consistently. And so it's just kind of like real talk. It's a way to basically educate their expectations and under promise and over deliver. So it's a script, and that script's going to be live by tonight. Vaccinate.teamdsi.info. We're taking it straight from the pajama bosses. Okay, now step 10, I love step 10. Says stay in touch with your mentor daily. You need to be the one calling them. So 5 to 10 minutes daily check-in. Always ask, what can I do better? Call when you are hitting a wall. Okay, if you're having a hard day or you feel like quitting or you're just in a funk, you call your mentor and you tell them what's going on. And also check in at events, talk to them at events. So that's really a key thing. Call your mentor daily, and then also schedule times where you and your mentor can work together making 3-way calls. All right, so that's something that's an ongoing thing. And so in an hour, basically you hopefully you got your associate at some type of result with their calls. You got them registered for the major events. You educated their expectations. You told them that they need to stay in touch with you daily. I mean, you've done everything here. I mean, from the top, you got them. You taught them how to sign someone up by signing themselves up. You got them plugged into the systems. You know why they're doing it. You got a short-term goal. They have clarity on the compensation plan. They got a quick list. It's just all here. I literally cannot wait to do this. We have 3 people tomorrow that we're meeting with that we're going to be walking through this 10-step process. So I have to have it ready for them, but I want to have it ready for everybody ASAP. So this is page 2, and this, as you can see, page 2 is just a place to write the list for the top 20. They're going to obviously have more than 20. We're just talking about the first hour in their business, But once they got that, then they go into the scripts. They start to make their calls, and you got them results. Now, there's actually 6 timelines. So in future training calls, future webinars, I'll be talking about the 6 timelines. The first timeline is what we just did, the first hour. Then there's a timeline on the first week. There's a timeline on the first month. There's a timeline on the first 90 days. And there's a timeline on the first year. So we're going to actually have clear systems on each timeline so that you know what to do at each timeline with your new associate. And I really believe that this is the missing link to our duplication, because I think we're already a good team for duplication, but to be a great team at duplication, we need to make these changes. So that's why I'm working really hard to get these done, because I know we're going to have solid, even better duplication moving forward. So that is today's training segment. I want to take it back to the PowerPoint to finish off and go to some final announcements. So to end this part of the video, thank you for attending. I look forward to hearing about your successful duplication very, very soon. Okay, guys, pull out your calendar. 2016, let's get ready. There's 3 big events coming up in 2016. Las Vegas in April, that's already done, right? We did that one. That was an amazing event. Then there's Salt Lake City in August. That's coming up next. 3 weeks. We're all going to be together. Las Vegas in December. That's GoPro. We're going to be together in Las Vegas. And so here's the event that's coming up. USANA's International Convention, August 24th through the 27th, most important event of the year. Why? You might be saying, well, why does everyone always say that? Well, the reason why is because the whole USANA world goes there. Remember, USANA's in 20 different countries, so you're going to see literally thousands of people from the United States, all 50 states. You're going to see thousands of people from Canada, thousands of people from Asia, like people from China, all the Asian countries. You're going to see thousands of people from Mexico and all the South American countries. It's like crazy. It's like a international cultural experience. You're going to hear from Dr. Wentz. The one time a year you get to hear from the founder of our company directly on what's going on in the world of science. USANA is so special. I can't wait to be there with everybody. Dr. Oz is going to be there for the 5th year. Like it's almost like normal that he's there every year now. It's like so special that we have Dr. Oz there. So for convention, it's sold out. But again, like I said, you can get your tickets still. Just contact us and we'll help you find a ticket. Rooms are filling fast. If you haven't booked your room, you can go here and book your room. This is logging in at the hub. So again, you have to log in. You click on contest and events. You click on international convention. And then you go into hotel information. And then it's all right there. Okay, look at our team that's registered for convention. We have so many. And we're going to have probably, well, I think there's a lot that's not even on this list, but remember that you need to get your convention t-shirt. After this webinar, please call them. USANA's open for another hour. Please get your t-shirts. We're going to take an awesome team picture in our t-shirts. I can't wait. So this is a little hint. I actually don't know what the new product is, but cells are smart and they're constantly talking to each other. But what if a vitamin could influence the conversation? Don't worry, USANA is working on it. Life Unlocked. So apparently there's some type of product that can help our cells communicate better. And when the cells are healthy and happy, you have healthy systems in your body and you have a much healthier body. So cannot wait to learn about the new products and improve my health, take it to the next level. Tips for convention: know your USANA volumes before checking out in the store. Look at this line. It's freaking crazy. So yeah, get to the store as early as you can and just try and go on Wednesday, because Thursday, Friday, Saturday, there's so much going on and everything gets sold out Wednesday. If you're arriving Wednesday, try and go, I don't know, first thing you can on Thursday. So, all right. So that's the USANA store. Commit to the 2017 International Convention and save money. Okay, so the last 2 days of the convention, we have the option to purchase 10 packs at a reduced rate for next year's convention. We want to save money. Commit today. So you're planning your budget for convention, right? Well, plan on bringing an extra $200 to get your ticket for next year, because guess what? It's going to sell out 2017. You do not want to be left without a ticket for the international convention. So please, and you know what? If you have some more money you can invest, get a few extra tickets for your future team members, because they will sell. And you want to be ready. This is how you run a business. So that is that's what I wanted to say. And then August 15th, Team DSI Monday night webinar, what to expect at the International Convention, convention tips. Be ready for that. It's going to be an awesome webinar. All right, so we've got you ready for convention. We got Las Vegas in December 1st through the 4th, 2016. And guys, this is the event to close out the year. This is not a USANA event. This is a third-party event. It's held by Mr. GoPro himself, Eric Worre. He's pictured there in the middle. You got Anthony Robbins, who's going to be there, who is one of the most famous motivational speakers, and then Sir Richard Branson, one of the most famous entrepreneurs. But the only people they allow on stage are people who are in our industry who are making over $100,000 per month. Okay, not per year, per month. So again, we go to these big events every quarter because we want to get better. We want to energize the team, and that's what you got to do. That's just how it works. So the more people you get to these events, the more people in your business these events, the better. All right, so we even have people who purchase their tickets a year in advance. Proud of each and every one of you. Sweet Retreat, that's in February for you lady entrepreneurs. This is a USANA event just for women. Mark your calendars, February 2nd through the 4th, 2017. Our team always goes. We have a nice group that always go. They're pictured right there. Contact my mother or my wife for more information. And then There's also a bonus trip. Now we call this a bonus trip because you don't have to go on it, but you can win it, or you can pay for it yourself, or you can win it partially. But it's in Costa Rica, November 16th through the 20th at the Costa Rica Westin Golf Resort and Spa. Beautiful, beautiful place. Imagine hanging out with your USANA family, beachfront. Imagine drinking margaritas or whatever at this tiki lounge, talking to the best USANA associates. It's just so cool. Imagine just being in this luxury environment, playing golf, enjoying your life. It's November 16th through the 20th. How can you win this? Well, you just watch this YouTube video, write it down, or screenshot it, costarica.teamdsi.info. You can win a trip like this every year. So the qualifications have already ended for Costa Rica, but when you watch this video, you'll see how you can qualify for the next tropical destination, which will be in 2017. So it's always the same way you win the trip. Utah Associates, they have a Health and Freedom that's August 11th, and so you can go to that and go to the home office and hear from one of the top leaders. And also, there's going to be September 10th, USANA Corporate Office is going to have the Love Life and Live It Tour. So this is going to be where you hear from a top doctor. In fact, San Antonio has the same date. Mark your calendar already for September 10th. That's a Saturday, and we'll get you more information on that. This is the bins that I keep in the trunk of my car. I want to encourage you to be prepared. I always have GoPro books, GoPro audios, Power Cellular Nutrition CDs, and I just have all these things because I'm always ready. So always be ready, guys. Always be ready. So that concludes our webinar for tonight. We have a few minutes left. We ended early. So I want to go ahead and create a space for people to ask questions. If you have a question, send me a text and I can answer your question, or raise your hand on the Any Meeting platform. And if we don't have anybody with any questions, then I'm going to go ahead and ask a few people what they learned from the webinar and what was the highlights for them. So I want to give you guys another second to raise your hand if you have a question. Okay, so we don't have anyone who's raised their hand, so I'm going to unmute a few people. I'm going to start with Ryan Coy. Ryan, I just unmuted you. What was the highlights for you on the webinar tonight?
I've just been taking in all the information, Jared. I like it all. It's a lot to absorb, but I've really enjoyed it. I'm just very interested in learning a lot more and absorbing all that I can.
Fantastic. Well, I'm excited for our meeting tomorrow, and I'm excited for us to do the 10 steps and start getting you some results.
Yes, sir.
All right, my friend. Talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Anyone else have any questions? All right, I'm going to go to Khalid Medina in San Antonio. Just unmuted you. Khalid, are you there? Are you there, Khalid? Yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, my friend. What was the highlight for you on the webinar tonight?
I really liked the right away making the 20 contacts and contacting them right away. I really think that's great, and then I really like it because I'm very me personally, I'm like, let's get to it type of deal.
Yeah.
So I really like that, and because that's what they need to do, and I really like it because it's kind of teaching them to work. That it's that starting that habit right away, like you need to work, you need to make calls, and that's what it is that you're going to do, because if you don't do that, nothing's going to happen. So that was my highlight, making the 20 right away and contacting 3 people. So that's what I like.
Well, Khalid, all I have to say is get ready, bro. Because when you finish going through all that Pajama Bosses content, you're going to like a lot more of it. They actually continue on in the first 24 hours. The next step, and after they leave that first hour meeting, is that they need to get 10 people to watch a video and have 3 follow-up calls happen in the first 24 hours. That's how they leave the meeting.
Yeah, man. I went through
So-
the first module.
Oh, you
First
did?
6 modules.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I went through the first 6. Yeah.
So you already know what's going on. Awesome, man. Well, hey,
Yeah.
I'm excited to do this, bro. I want your feedback. I need your support. I need everybody's support on this call and feedback. So thank you, Khalid.
No problem. Thanks.
All right, man. You're welcome. All right, let's go to Carlos Gomez in Poteet. I just unmuted you, Carlos. What was the highlight for you on the webinar tonight?
Like starting off with making a list of 20 people, then calling people. Let them pick 3 of them and call them right off the bat. Like that's pretty amazing, and I can't wait to try it.
Right, and it gets people the right habits, right? Because actually, since they did that in their first hour, they know what to say when they call people in the future. They're not just saying whatever the heck.
Yeah, a great way to start it. Some practice right away, and that way they know what to do on their own. You can always just do a call, and it'll give them more confidence right off the bat, which is pretty good.
Oh yeah, awesome, my man. Good to hear your voice. Congratulations,
Yes, sir.
man.
Thank you.
Another big week for you.
Oh yeah, I'm
right.
ready to start rolling.
All right, bro. Talk to you soon.
All right.
All right. Go to Luis Sanchez in San Antonio. I just unmuted you. I'm trying to unmute you. I think you have to unmute yourself. Wait.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. What was the highlight for you, Luis?
I like how organized it is. It actually brings a lot of light to what we should do when we first sign up. Because we have that quick start guide. Sorry, for the life of me, I can't remember what it's called right now. But,
Fast track.
Fast track. There you go. I'm sorry. We have that, but you know how that takes a little bit sometimes. But to get some momentum in the first hour, that's going to be changing the game right there.
I agree, sir. I'm getting some major feedback. I don't know why.
Oh. I switched from phone to internet so I could see your screen.
You can see the slides.
Yeah. So.
Are you on an iPad or computer?
I'm actually using my phone.
Okay, that's why.
That's what it is. Sorry.
Thanks, Luis. Talk to you soon, bro.
Talk to you then.
All right, I want to give the final word to Randy and Viola Krebs, Gold Directors from Salt Lake City, Utah. I guess you can unmute yourselves, Mom and Dad. What was the highlights for you?
For me, I am super excited to use the 1-hour training. I mean, we've really got our business system honed down, and now to make it duplicate easier and more simply is going to be sweet. We're going to try it tomorrow, actually, with a prospect. So hopefully she'll enroll, and we'll get it going and get to test it.
Yeah, how interesting to enroll them with your own website, right?
Yeah.
That is interesting. When you have your default setup, it may not be like you're saying, the ideal, but you can call and move it within the first 10 days.
Yeah. So sign them up at your website, train them, give them a training right away, first minute.
We're going to have a website as well. Definitely. No, great job. I mean, from what we've been learning for the last week to putting this together for tonight's webinar, you did an excellent job.
Yeah, you did a great job, Jared, putting this together, the 10 steps. Love it.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I have to give a big shout out to you and Dad as well for splitting the cost with me on this program, because it was a pretty penny that we invested to get the information. And so thank you for your supporting the team.
Oh, you bet. That's what team is about.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, anything else, Mom and Dad?
No, I think we're good. Great job. Again, I liked seeing the WAP and Win winners, and a big shout out to everyone who participated in the WAP and Win. It's we all know what the benefit of that little document has for our business as well.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, thank you, Mom and Dad. Appreciate you. Thank you for all your hard work on the webinar as well. And we're going to go ahead and unmute the lines. Everyone say good night and God bless.
Good night and God bless.
Good night.
Good night. God bless.
Good night.